Yo, what's going on? So I know what some of y'all are gonna say. Yo, Langston, I ain't come to your channel for this. You know what I'm saying? I thought your channel was different. I thought you weren't into that gossiping and the snitching and the rappers and the this and that and so forth. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was on a different level. You were talking about raising the frequency and vibration of the people and da-da-da-da. Yeah, true indeed, I am. And if you hear me out, you'll see I'm still on that same type frequency. You know what I'm saying? I got to give the people what they want and need. But I'm going to come, with this story at a different approach. So first off, let me start off from the rip. That everyone, every race, organization, community, etc., even your household, your family, has a code of what? Silence. Straight up. Let's say, for example, the police force, NYPD to be exact, they have what you call the blue wall of silence. When you look at the Masons, the Masonic temples, do you know their business? When you look at the Jewish community, do you know their business? I could go on with this. You know what I'm saying? When you look at large corporations, do you know their business? Straight up. And the average household, like I tell you all some of my business, but really, like, I have a lot of business that's private that I'll never reveal to you all. I'll never snitch on my family members to you all. Straight up. And originally, I'm getting to the point with the rapper Gunna and all of that. Originally, black folks had a code of silence as well, back in the days. That's where it started from. In slavery, where we had these little meetings on how we were going to escape. And it was always that one person that sabotaged, you know what I'm saying, the mission. Whether it was the Underground Railroad dealing with Harriet Tubman, whether it was the Civil Rights Movement dealing with Dr. Martin Luther King, you don't think that it was a black person that had something to do with his assassination? Malcolm X, the list goes on. Marcus Garvey with the Black Star Line. The boats that he was, loading everybody up, all of the black people to go to Africa. Someone sabotaged that. And that person was a snitch. So originally, we had a code of silence. And when someone broke that code of silence in our community, he would be ostracized. He would be called a snitch. That's what it was for. That was the purpose that was the name that we gave that person. Well, see, nowadays, black people, we snitch on one another just for the hell of it. Even if we're involved, like if we are just as guilty as the person that we snitch on. We tell our business to everybody. And this is the reason why our race is so messed up. Because we have no loyalty. We put no trust into our race. And that's real talk. That's real talk. When we snitch on one another. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to understand this. For real. For those that are old enough, make me understand this, because I know some of you all are young. At one point in time, we were supposed to be the ones, I say our generation in the 90s, we were supposed to be the ones that were supposed to go into the system, and infiltrate it and come back and tell black people how the system works and, how we can, progress. In other words, we were supposed to assimilate for the sole purpose of snitching, telling the white man's secrets. We were supposed to assimilate into their system, and that was the point of having these government jobs and all the rest of that stuff. What happened? We were supposed to be spies for black people. What happened? For the black race. What happened? Oh, I know what happened. We wind up telling on one another. Now you got this guy, Gunna, rapper Gunna, that allegedly he didn't tell. You know what I'm saying? But he did acknowledge that the YSL is a gang and that they committed crimes. He agreed to that. I literally saw the tape. I literally saw it. It's on YouTube. But he didn't snitch. He didn't tell anything, but he agreed. He didn't have to tell anything. The prosecutor was telling everything that he had to agree with. But this is where we're at in 2022. Nobody's infiltrating Wall Street and snitching on, what's going on in Wall Street and what stocks to buy into and all the rest of that stuff. Nobody's going into the housing market and letting people know, yo, man, you don't want to. This year, it's not the good year for you to invest in houses and this and that and so forth. Nobody's doing that. We snitching on one another on some ghetto shit. That's not going to get us anywhere. And all you hear is gossip, gossip, gossip all over the net, all over YouTube. And most of the gossip is coming from the black race. And you know what people are doing? Non-blacks, they laughing at us. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Look at the Negroes. At it again. Straight up. That's real talk, man. Everyone except the black race and the black community has a code of silence. Everyone. What about the FBI, the CIA? The list goes. I could tell you so many organizations, groups, etc. that have a code of silence. The President of the United States. Hell, y'all claim that there's a shadow government. The Illuminati. The list goes on. The list goes on. But when it comes to black people, the reason why we can't get ahead is because we keep on telling on one another. Straight up. I have so many ideas. So many ideas that I want to, so many projects that I want to put out. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have the money for it right now. I am so scared to tell another black person about what ideas that I have. Why? Because I'm in fear that someone may take my idea and use it for their own. That's reality. Specifically black people. I mean, I know anyone can take my idea, but I'm talking about my own people. Straight up. Hell, Kentucky Fried Chicken has this secret ingredients that they don't ever tell anyone. I could go on with this, but when it comes to black people, we tattletale it. Well, you know such and such. Didn't your mother tell you? Didn't your mother teach you when you were young and stop tattletaling? Straight up. Stop telling on people. People don't trust, you if you tell. You know how much dirt I got on people? Straight up. Because people know that they can trust me. I got secrets on so many people till it's ridiculous. And guess where those secrets are gonna go when I die? With me to my grave. Real talk. That's real talk, man. People trust me. People know, that they can, come to me and talk to me about this and that and so forth. And I'm not going to run and go tell someone their business. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, I remember back in the days, and I know y'all going to be on, so, oh, here we go with the old head stories again. Whatever. Unsubscribe then, my man. Or woman. I remember back in the days, the only gossip I used to hear is when Big Mama got on the telephone and she was running her mouth about somebody in the church or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then that shit, like, grew. Well, let me take it back. And then prior to that, the drama and the gossip and all of that stuff was actually soap operas. I truly believe, this is just my opinion, I truly believe that soap operas taught black people drama and how to be vindictive and gossip and all the rest of that stuff. Soap operas, I truly believe that. That's just my opinion. And then that shit stemmed from Big Mama running her mouth about some church member. Well, I ain't like how she had that hat on. Girl, you seen her hat? That shit did not match with her outfit. They supposed to be holy out thou Christians and shit. They be foaming in the mouth talking all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Talking in tongue, in church. But they really talking in tongue, like they really running their goddamn mouth. After church. About the church members. And then, after that it went to Jerry Springer, you know what I'm saying? And it just, YouTube came and kaboom. You know what? It used to be a time when women used to gossip and all the rest of that. Now, men are doing it. I've literally heard DJ academics talk about a man's you-know-what size and who he screwing. I'm like, what? Yo, at the end of the day, I don't give a flying you-know-what when it comes to rapper Gunna. Straight up. Please, someone snitch. Someone snitch and bring back some information to the black community when we could use and be able to, make some money off of. Straight up. Straight up, that's real talk. Like, how in a world of guns and drugs coming into our community? I mean, I have an idea. I think I know who's bringing it in there, but why haven't anyone snitched on that? Straight up. I'm trying to understand it. You know what I'm saying? Black people been ordering Chinese food for eons. I used to eat that shit. Everybody knows that it's cat and dog. When is a black people gonna snitch and say, yo, I was at Changpeng early in the morning behind Changpeng's Chinese food restaurant and he was skinning rats and dogs. I got the video right here. When are we gonna snitch on that? We'll snitch on one another for little to nothing. But when it comes to foreigners coming into our community and taking our hard-earned money out of our community and not giving back, and hey, listen. Let me say this. It's nothing wrong with selling things to us. There's nothing wrong with that. But you selling us cat and dog, and black people ain't snitching? Black people, you telling me that nobody knows or nobody's seen one pong skin a cat and a dog? Real talk. I know when I was a part of the conscious community, we snitched. We talked about the government. We talked about how the government was doing us as black people. I'm just trying to understand why in 2022 we're not doing the right thing. The snitching thing, you know what I'm saying? We're using that against us. Whereas one point in time, you know what I'm saying? It used to be the other way around. We used to go into the system. We used to go into, you know what I'm saying? The enemy lines. And then come back and report what we learned. So I truly believe that there should be a no snitch rule in the black community. We need to be on a code because everyone else is. And I mean, if you disagree, man, please, you a snitch. You one of them people that snitch. I'm gonna ask you this question for real. This is it, because this shit gets deep to me. How many Masonic temples have you passed by? Do you know what goes on in those Masonic temples? And the answer is, if you're not a Mason, no. So why is it that when it comes to the black community, everybody knows our business? Let me tell you something. I'm about to get real deep on you. Cause see, y'all thought Ebonics wasn't a language. That's what the white man made you. I'm not blaming all white people. I'm just saying specific white racist people made you to believe. But Ebonics is really straight up. It really is a language. They just wanted to make you think that it ain't proper English. Let me tell you something. English is Anglo-Saxon language. Anglo-Saxon language is broken English. That is a new language, which is the hardest to learn. But let me explain something to you. The reason why they made you believe that wasn't a language, so you won't be able to communicate with one another without them knowing what you're saying. This is the reason why they have the Urban Dictionary out there. And black people keep on telling, not all white people racist, but just for the sake of the conversation, black people keep on telling their business. Black people keep on telling the white people what fleek means, blickies, and the rest. That's our form of communication that they would never know if we didn't snitch on one another. We teach everybody everything. We teach them our dances. We teach them how to rap. All of that stuff. We give out all our we give away all the information and knowledge about black people. All the information and knowledge that we could have kept and capitalized off of. Straight up. But oh no, we out here snitching. Just running our mouths. Now I know some of you all may say, well, Link, so you like to me that you snitch on your videos. Man, kiss my ass. I tell people the truth. And if you want to say that when I talk about cities like moving to Atlanta, Charlotte, etc., if you want to say I'm a snitch, then guess what? Call me a snitch. I'll take that. I'll wear that snitch like a badge of honor because I'm telling my black people what and what not to do as far as dealing with these cities. What moves to make and what moves not to make. I'm snitching in the most positive way. While y'all out there just telling everybody your business. All the black people your business. Masons don't do it. I'm gonna give you one even more deeper, and then I'm gonna end this video. I used to be part of a black cult called the United Nubian Nation of Moors, where this guy called Dr. Malachi Z. York. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be from another planet. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be God, but this man is locked up in jail doing 135 years. I ain't never heard God living in prison and shit. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I was part of two orders. AMOM, the Ancient Mystic Order of Melchizedek, and AEO, the Ancient Egyptian Order. I know secrets I had pamphlets. I had pamphlets that I had to study and read from those two orders. Until this day, I still remain silent. Mum's the word when it comes to those two two orders, which is the ancient mystic order of Melchizedek and the ancient Egyptian order. And like I said, that was a black code. When are we gonna shut the fuck up? That plain and simple. Hey, my name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, definitely share this video. Peace.